Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello and welcome to MHF, people. Listen, Michael Olise, apparently, he actually rejected Chelsea just now. Just now. He wanted to play Champions League. He wasn't convinced with the project and all the stuff. And we'll talk about the game as well. But listen, we're joined by Igal, making his debut on the channel, Igal. This is first time to be on the channel. Finally,
Thank you for having me.
on MHF, Habibi. Finally, we got you on MHF. And listen, we're gonna have overlay for this, so we're gonna have to go with my overlay for my channel. Actually,
You can use the footy judge more overlay. There you are.
we use the footy judge
There
mode
you are.
overlay. We actually don't have another one, but big up, Igal.
خلاص عادي. Judge Mo MHF, this is football. Mikasa is 2 kasa عادي.
Okay, yes.
There you go. What you guys been up to though? Honestly, the Euros has been crazy.
Igal, I don't know if you're not doing watch alongs, right?
No. I don't know how you
No.
do it, Husam.
I calculated I do 8 hours of content every day. 8. Including
full-time
football,
job.
tennis, MHF, all that. Listen, I think I need to go test my back after this Euros.
Wait, you don't sit?
No, I'm sitting, but like that's the problem. I'm sitting for 8 hours.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, big up to you. Welcome on the channel as well. Big up to you.
No
Guys,
worries, man.
Hit that like button, guys. We're over about 400 people here.
First of all, can you introduce Andrew and Giuseppe as well?
Yeah, big up Andrew.
They're the people. Why don't you do that? Here we go. I'm done here.
You're the one in the middle. You're the host.
I'm done.
No, you welcomed Igal. Okay, guys, he welcomed Igal. So by logic, he's supposed to welcome Andrew and Giuseppe as well, right? You're such a fraud. Biggest fraud, honestly.
Nah, he's
Anyway,
hiding.
big up to you, Giuseppe, for joining us first time on MHF as well. I apologize for my rude co-host, who's a fraud. You get me? Big fraud as well. Let's get that in. So I apologize for
You're still
putting that-
angry. You're still angry at Italy from the other night.
Yeah, big up to you. You get me? Half Italian, half English, 1/4 Greek, according to DNA test. So big up to you, my brother. And of course, Pochettino's biggest fan, Todd Bowley's biggest fanboy as well. Man, like Andrew is in the building. Guys, before we get the party started, all of you hit the like button now and subscribe. We're literally 40 subs away from 6K. We want to get to 6K. I know there's 40 frauds in this chat who haven't yet liked or subscribed. So subscribe now and like the video now, you frauds. Because we're going to be talking about Michael Olise. We're going to be talking about the games today as well. So we're going to be starting off with Olise, of course, because that's the breaking news. And because we want to, ruin the shit out of Winter Surfers Night. So Mo, the floor is yours, Habibi.
No, there's no floor or nothing, bro. Basically, I actually just now read another one from CFC Bayern saying that he wanted 220K plus. I think actually that the problem is Chelsea told us that they have agreed with him the wages before in personal terms, which might be true actually. But what happened, and this is my interpretation of the story, is that the wage that Chelsea offered was all right and everything. And then Bayern Munich came in and said, hold on, there's a good player here. Why don't we come in and sign this guy for 60 million? And Chelsea couldn't compete. Chelsea couldn't pay him that much money, and Chelsea can't compete because they're playing Europa Conference League. It goes both ways. Chelsea said that they rejected the wage.
Why are you sulking already, Andrew? Get it together. Go ahead, Mo.
What?
Go ahead,
I'm
Mo.
respecting. Why did we interrupt?
By the way, until this
I don't
moment,
understand.
we actually have no idea what the actual wages that they agreed to. There is something that said 220, and someone that said that it's actually 220 plus bonuses. Someone said 180 plus bonuses that will make it to 220. But I think Chelsea didn't stand a chance against Bayern Munich. There is one reason that people need to understand is that Olise pledges allegiance to France. He isn't English. I don't think he cares about the Premier League that much anymore. I don't think he cares. He just want to go to play for Bayern Munich. And if he goes to Bayern Munich, with the way Leroy Sané is playing, this guy is going to start. They don't have a right winger. Him, Musiala, one on each side. And also because Wirtz actually said that he's going to Real Madrid. Bayern Munich tried to sign another guy that won the league. So I think, to be honest with you, I don't think should be worrying that much for Chelsea. That shouldn't be worrying. I'm not going to change what I said on the football terrace. I don't think that should be that much worrying for Chelsea. However, who are Chelsea going to sign though? unless they're gonna stick to Noni Madueke, this is it. What are they gonna? Who are they gonna sign? Noni Madueke, the best dribbler in the league. Isn't that? Are they gonna? Who are they gonna sign? They're not gonna sign Bowen. They're not gonna sign Saka. They're not gonna sign Salah.
They're gonna sign another teenager from Brazil. We know what they're gonna do.
Maybe Jimmy Somerville from Leeds, whatever his first name is. I don't know what his first.
By the way, this notion that they're gonna sign these guys from Brazil, I am genuinely convinced that these guys from Brazil are never gonna play for Chelsea first team. Never. They're never gonna play for.
Some
Chelsea
of them
first team.
will eventually.
There's two of them again. The two is Stivao and the other guy. By the time they come to the club, Chelsea will be already established with the first team, and Maresca is going to say loading them out. They're going to be, when they come to the club, they're going to be 19 years old. Do you believe they're going to play for Chelsea at 19 years old?
You have to keep them in and amongst the first team at least.
They have enough forwards. They're going to have 8 forwards, you got.
Yeah,
8 forwards. Chelsea do. 8.
Mo, this is what Chelsea are doing. They're stockpiling talent to see who makes it. They're doing the farm system.
That's why I believe they're gonna loan these guys out, hoping they ball out.
Do you know the MLB model? This is Chelsea's farm system. They get as many young players as possible. They're trying to do the Major League Baseball model. That's what they're doing. They're not doing a football model. This is not a football model. This is.
It was because I believe they were serious about signing Michael Olise. Don't you think so? They weren't serious.
Of course, they were serious about signing Michael Olise,
and they were serious about it.
Before I come off as a hater, I genuinely was looking at Michael Olise and I'm saying that was probably going to be one of their best signings they've made in a while.
Okay.
Right?
So they weren't looking to fund and they were looking to improve the team. He rejected them. So what do you want them to do? Well, Liverpool, Caicedo rejected Liverpool for Chelsea for the money reason, forever. Liverpool were trying to improve the team, simply.
It seems like Chelsea don't want to sign players that are over the age of 25, players that are going to be paid more than 200 plus K a week. And they also don't want to be paying extortionate amount of fees like they used to. So they might be changing their policy around transfers and is making it difficult for them to get the players that they really want.
You know the problem with this though, it's not a buyer's market, it's a seller's market. So every single club has got money now, even in the Premier League. So it's not you can't do what you did 10 years ago and just rip out the foundations of another team. But some clubs still forget that. They think they can just stroll up and say, I'm this, I'm that. We're going to pay this, we're going to pay that. You're going to have to accept it. But they're finding out that, no, they've got release clauses now, like a Gal 7 I've agreed. I don't think wages was a big option. I think it was a big thing. I think it was the other things they got involved. And that's all because we effed up last year with him, with the clause. The reason the clauses are in now is because we effed up last year. He was 35 million pound release clause last year, and we effed up with our approach to it. That's why it's been hard this year to get him.
We're talking about this summer, respectfully, Andrew.
Yeah, I know, but that last summer had an impact on this summer because we messed up last summer.
Yeah, but you heard my logic on the football terrace, Andrew. When you go in for a player like Olise, from a Chelsea boardroom perspective, okay? Let's assume us 5 are the Chelsea boardroom, okay? We're talking about signing Olise right now. Obviously, we know in order to pay Olise's, by the way, they would have asked Olise already how much wages he wants.
Oh yeah,
so it's not like
but
I don't believe that.
Sam, I think the story is Bayern Munich went on the line very late, Husam. Chelsea agreed with this.
Yeah.
So I actually didn't think that he was going to ask for that much money. Does that make sense?
Chelsea got Chelsea.
Yes, exactly. Chelsea got what they did to Arsenal with Mudryk. Yeah. They literally got Chelsea there. Yeah, you got this 100% correct.
The one thing though, that I'd say is it's like me going into a 5-star restaurant and then expecting to pay McDonald's prices, bro. Why are they?
Thank you.
No. This is what I said on the terrace. You guys will focus on the wages and just the wages. You're not going to focus on anything else because that's all you're going to do. I believe it wasn't about the wages. I believe it's about the other fees. It wasn't just about £60 million clause. It was paying his agent. It was paying him a percentage of that transfer as well. I don't even know what the percentage is. And playing his former club. That's what it is.
Can I ask you? This
is our own fault, though.
Yeah. So can I ask you? So do you blame your ownership? Because if your
I blame the ownership for
90 million for Mudryk, yeah, a couple summers ago to beat us to a signing and overpaying for him. Now it's seeming to backfire to you now signing
because they're applying
for less money.
They're applying what they should have done for the Mudryk deal. You know what I mean? They shouldn't have gone and all in for Mudryk.
I disagree because
Trying
I
to
think
put-
Olise is actually guaranteed.
Yes, guaranteed.
Mudryk was
There's
never
what's on the
guaranteed.
terrace. I don't care what any Chelsea fans.
But bro,
if you find a Chelsea fan who comes across and says, "I'm not really bothered. We didn't buy Olise, or he's not that good." Absolute horse, shit. You know what I mean? Absolutely, it's just rubbish. He improves every team.
They talk
He
about
improves-
his injuries. Nico Williams has more days off as injured.
that injury thing. By the way, that injury thing on Olise is crap. Look at it. It's absolute crap.
copium. It's copium. 'Cause the
Absolutely, yeah,
same-
it's all copium. It's all copium. Oh yeah, I've got Noni Madueke. Bugger off, man. Noni Madueke. I've just sold all the wingers to get Olise in. I don't care who it is. Do you know what I mean? But don't come with me. Oh yeah. Oh, it's okay. We've got Amari Hutchinson. We're trying to sell him. What do you mean we got Amari Hutchinson? Shut up. We're trying to get a profit on
Yeah,
him.
you're
It
trying
doesn't
to
make
get
any sense.
But let me ask you this, Andrew. What is your actual target, number one target? Because if it's Olise and your
He
number one
was the
target,
number one
is
target.
Ortega,
He was the number one target. I don't even know what the targets are.
Chelsea don't miss out on the number one targets, if I'm not mistaken. That's
No,
what
this
people
is what I'm saying though. If this was, I believe if this was in 2023 January and 2022 summer,
Lewis
they would have
Chamber.
gone in and bulldozed the deal and got it done like that. But we saw it even last year. We got Caicedo over the line, but only when Liverpool. We had 3 months on our own of doing that deal and couldn't get it done. And it was only until Liverpool came in at the last minute, 110, did we then do the money. Same with the Enzo thing.
Do you think
We
under
couldn't-
this new structure they
Can
would
I-
have done
can I-
that?
I want to ask the panel a question for this.
Yeah.
Is that worrying for the Chelsea project? By the way, this is the first time someone rejects Chelsea. Caicedo didn't, Enzo didn't. One way or the other, as Igal said, they get the target. Money-wise, project. Chelsea fans always told us it's the project. Is that correct? All the Chelsea fans.
Sure they did,
We were
yeah.
convinced it's Canada money. Potato, it doesn't matter. At the end,
Yeah.
they were able to convince the player
There's
somehow.
multiple factors. Yeah.
Right? Now, you're missing a target. Is that means that the project is not as appealing as people think?
So here's the thing. I said to you guys on the terrace. Ched, I love Ched, but he wouldn't. That's why I had to answer the question, Giuseppe's question for him about the hypotheticals. If this sets a trend that when we go for someone like who everyone rates, and we come out with the same narrative, then I am going to go. This isn't right. You can't do this because, like you said, you need to buy and pay the money for the players to get further up the league, to get into a better position, to get in the Champions League. You can't just throw darts, blindfold, throw it at a dartboard and see if everything hits because you're not always going to get a Palmer that hits. He's a very rare signing that hits that everyone is a bit questionable about, or like Augusto or Jackson to a lesser degree. Do you know what I mean? You're not going to get that. At least say for me, like I said, would have upped our team, upped the players he played with. He is an exceptional player. And at Bayern Munich, I think he's going to even grow. He's going to get, and he's going to probably be one of the stars of the 26 World Cup in a couple of years' time.
Something?
He's
It's
that
as easy,
good.
Andrew. It's as easy as what you said. You named a bunch of your current players, and let's be honest. You go around world football and you ask players, "Who do you want to play next to? Do you want to play next to Jackson, Cole Palmer, Malagusto, and all these guys?" They're going to be like, I'd rather go play with Musiala and these guys.
Especially not Chelsea not winning anything and not really doing well in the league.
At this moment in time,
help.
you guys are as attractive as your current players in your roster. Forget about the club. The current players in your roster are not as attractive as a destination as your club size and the stature of your football club. Your current quality of your players is a lot lower. Hence why some players will look at the team and they'll say to themselves, would I fit at this team or would I fit better at somewhere else where I'll have better quality of players around me?
Listen, I believe this, okay? I believe if Bayern Munich hadn't come in, we would have signed him. He would have agreed to go to us last year. Do you know what I mean? And we would finish 12th that season before. So if everyone goes Chelsea got rejected.
Yeah, but the hype around him wasn't the same, Andrew. It's not the same like this year. The hype around Olise last year was not the same.
I know, but what I'm saying is,
by the way,
I'm saying Bayern Munich. Listen, like I said to you on the terrace, we got rejected. He's going to Bayern Munich from 1860 Munich. Do you know what I mean? It's Bayern Munich, and the way they're going to they're trying to get Musiala. I heard tonight they're trying to get Xavi Simons on loan as well, an obligation for the next summer. They are, which I feel sorry for Thomas Tuchel a bit that they're actually backing a company a lot and getting Thomas Tuchel, Eric Dyer, but. They're reacting to what's happened to them. Do you know what I mean?
Can I say something about that when you say it's Bayern? I don't think it's hard for a London team with a really good project to beat Bayern to a player. I know Bayern are massive, and I know maybe the Champions League is a factor. That's the only thing I'll give them. But I think if you had a really good project that you were offering him, he would choose to stay in London rather than go to Bayern Munich. I think he listened to Bayern Munich and thought that the Chelsea project don't seem that good. It don't look like it's
Why would
working.
he
No,
like to stay in
I
London?
think-
I think you are. What are you talking about? Munich is a
also
much better place to live than
No,
London.
I also
Bro,
think though,
he lives there already, don't he? He's already in London.
This guy doesn't have kids. Does he have kids and family and stuff?
no,
No,
but the thing is,
I
this,
just
Yeah,
think
he's
that Premier
22 or
League,
something like
London Premier League, and that is a bigger draw. If you've got a good project, if you've got a really good project that you can offer him, I think he's also looking at the
I'm
manager.
going to ask
at
you
this
guys
time.
something straight. Do we think the Bayern Munich project is that appealing with
No.
Vincent Company?
no,
No, and that's
No,
what I'm
it's
trying to say.
It's more attractive than Chelsea, 100%.
It's just more. I think it's more
Because, you know,
attractive
because of the
because-
trophies thing, because Harry Kane,
more
because of
attractive than most
trophies,
Premier
because you're
League
going to play
clubs.
Champions League, right?
Yeah,
No,
Yeah,
also
the
because
Champions League factor.
Champions League and number one, you look at Chelsea, you look at the players you're going to be playing next to, and you look at Bayern Munich, and you back yourself. I'd rather go for Bayern Munich. It's a bigger step.
no, but I
Does
also
he
just
guarantee
think
a start at Bayern Munich?
Yes.
Does he guarantee a start at Chelsea? Yes.
Yes,
Does he guarantee a start at Bayern Munich?
No.
Not necessarily.
I
But
do.
the
I
thing
think
is,
yes,
No,
he
he's
would.
not.
No,
no,
he wouldn't
not
be
necessarily.
necessarily. Why wouldn't
No,
he
he
be
has
guaranteed?
no. He has to.
He has to
By
earn
the
it.
way, Leroy Sané is there.
He
Well,
has to
Leroy
earn it.
Sané is shit. He's
Yes,
No,
crap.
I
he's
get
not,
you. I
bro.
get you. I get what
Leroy
you're
Sané
I'm
is
not
not shit.
arguing that. Okay,
He's
we're not.
rubbish, Leroy
That's
Sané.
your opinion.
he's not.
Okay, listen, hold on. That is your opinion.
He would
Andrew, which
start at
is
your club
fine,
and you'd be one of your best
which
players.
is fine.
He
Andrew.
wouldn't.
The problem with that is that Bayern Munich don't think that he's shit. They just don't think that.
That's
but
fine.
you know,
Mo,
We do.
Mo, the honest truth, forget
He's
about
rubbish now.
everything else. When
It's
it
good
comes
to see.
to any player who goes to Bayern, they back themselves to go and take that starting job. If he was at Chelsea, it would be a lot easier for him to start, but it's not about starting. It's about taking that next step in your career. And if he's taking that step to Bayern Munich, he definitely backs himself that he's going to be one of those main men or somebody who can get into that team and keep that place.
But Bayern are actively trying to get rid of Koeman and Gnabry because of their high wages, right? They're actively trying to get rid of them. Leroy Sané is on a down curve. Has been poor the last couple of years, very poor. I think Olise would back himself to get over Leroy Sané, most definitely.
I don't think that Bayern have got that good of a project to sell to him. I just think the teams that were also offering Olise a deal also were trash.
Manchester
Also
United,
got trash
Chelsea.
projects. I think if you had a Man City, I even think Arsenal as well. If we had offered him a place and he could be guaranteed starting time and a lot of time, I think he picks us over Bayern Munich. I just think that he looked at your project and thought, this team.
It's not.
They're not looking good.
I honestly
They've brought in a manager that he won the championship with a Premier League team and almost bottled that, even winning that.
Andrew, do you think your project is as good as you guys make out? That's a good point from Giuseppe.
I don't. But listen, I don't care the project. I don't know because they changed it again. I don't know what the project is because they changed manager again. So I don't know what this project is.
What do you mean? Can you elaborate on that? I don't get what you mean.
I don't know what Maresca is going to do. I've got question marks. I'm captaining my team what they can do this season for one or two reasons.
No, I'm
is
talking
because-
from an upstairs perspective. What do you mean?
Upstairs.
Yeah,
I think
upstairs
I think-
perspective. What do you mean?
Upstairs is a bit. It needs, like I said, I told you I would have got rid of the sporting directors. They're keeping the sporting directors. It's not going to work long term. They keep these sporting directors.
Can I say
They're not
something
gonna-
though? If you've got a new project, is it scary that the first person big player you've offered this new project to has now rejected you?
Not when they've chosen Bayern Munich. No,
What, Vincent
what I
Kompany,
said.
who got relegated from the Premier League last season?
but it's Bayern Munich,
But you're Chelsea.
right? But Bayern Munich are a bigger club than us.
Fair enough. I
Well,
just think that
if
maybe
any Chelsea
you
fan
should-
tells you that we're bigger than Bayern Munich, slap them very
Bigger than
hard.
Bayern
if you
Munich?
can. Slap them, yeah.
No, of
Bayern
course you're
Munich
not.
are way bigger than Chelsea.
But you've got the Premier
Way
League
bigger.
factor.
Bayern Munich is bigger than Man United.
They're massive.
No, they're not.
No, I don't agree with that, Mo.
Bayern Munich
I
are
don't
not
know
bigger
about
than
Mo's last statement. I
What do you mean?
won't
Don't agree with that? You're just
What?
making it an
What are you guys
England
are like
thing.
making things up in your head or something?
No, if
Bayern
anything,
Munich is
bias.
not bigger
It's
than
an
Liverpool or
English
Man
Premier League
United.
bias, of course.
Liverpool,
That's a bias.
okay, hold on. Bayern Munich have 6 Champions League, 50,000 league titles, numerous cups, numerous international players, numerous Ballon d'Or winners back in the days, tons of World Cup winners for Germany. This is one of the biggest clubs around the world. The fact that they speak German and they don't have fan base because no one in the world speaks German but Germany, that doesn't mean they are a smaller club than Liverpool are the only club that can chat with them because they have 6 Champions Leagues. And Liverpool dominated domestically and internationally.
What about
Bayern Munich
AC
did the
Milan?
same.
So are you telling me
Exactly.
Are you
It's
telling
all
me
about
AC
that,
Milan-
Egal. It's about the
He's
trophy.
talking
It's
about
the
English
fan
clubs,
base.
Giuseppe.
once
Behave.
again, based on you're holding the Champions League weight over everything else. Am I wrong?
Everything 100%.
Okay, so based on that, are you saying AC Milan run Italy?
AC Milan is bigger than Inter. Yes. But
Yeah,
here's
AC
the
Milan
difference
are
that
the
you don't
biggest
bigger than
understand.
Juventus.
Here is the difference of that.
Yes.
The difference between the titles between Juventus and AC Milan is astronomically different. So one of them has 36 titles, while the other one has 19. So that offset the difference in the Champions League. Egal. Does that make sense? But the difference between Bayern Munich have won more league titles in their country, and they have more than double the Champions League that Man United won. What are you talking about?
Okay, but it's to me, it's
So,
not
so
only
it,
about
it goes both ways. Also, there are other factors, Egal. Ballon d'Or winners, superstars,
size of fan base.
World Cup winners, fan bases. We speak English, Egal. This is different. I watch the Premier League. The Premier League is the most watched league in the world because the English is the first language. The Premier League is the most covered league around in the world. But that doesn't mean that Bayern Munich are smaller. I'm going to give you an example. Arsenal have way bigger fan base than Bayern Munich. Are you a bigger club than them?
Commercially, yes.
This commercial thing, it all depends on the... See, I like these answers. Yes, you're right. Commercially, they are bigger. But let me just put it in your mind. Commercial depends on coverage, how famous the league is. I'm going to tell you something. There are leads in League 2, leagues in the championship have way bigger commercial value than a lot of clubs in Spain. Probably arguably Valencia, Sevilla, Villarreal, because they make a lot of money. Leicester City, revenue-wise, they make way more money. Are they bigger than these guys? No, Egal. It doesn't go with commercial value because commercial value goes into how the media is covering the Premier League. The 3 trillion deal that is done every year for the Premier League, that goes into commercial value. How the English speaking, Nigeria, they speak English, so they support Arsenal. That goes into, but in terms of successful, maybe I need to rephrase it to you. Bayern Munich, in terms of success, are more successful than Man United.
That is
Same.
true. Bayern Munich are more successful.
So can I ask you something? Do you think Man United are bigger than Liverpool, for example?
Yeah, because of their fan base
Oh my God.
and their commercial value. Liverpool are more
Oh,
successful, but Man United.
خلاص more successful conversation over.
Yeah, this is my thing. To me, there's 4 big clubs. There's 4 clubs that are the biggest in world football: Barcelona, Real Madrid, Liverpool, and Manchester United. After that, nobody's on those 4 bracket.
Yeah, you're wrong here. I disagree with you. You're not wrong. I disagree with you. I think Bayern Munich, for example, are more successful and bigger than Barcelona. 100%.
Really?
Yeah, 100%. In my
They
head,
can be more successful, but they're not bigger than Barcelona.
historically speaking, they are bigger than Barcelona.
I think Messi has a lot
Number
to
of
do with
trophies are
Arsenal.
bigger than Barcelona. Number of players that won like all this stuff are Barcelona. Like of course, now
So-
Barcelona has R9, has Messi, all the stuff. I'm
Yeah,
just going to
but
tell you
what-
something. Before the last 20 years, and I'm going to ask you this, before the last 20 years, Barcelona could even chat to some of the biggest, to Inter, AC Milan, Juventus, before Messi. Do you agree that Messi is the one that elevated Barcelona to that level? Yes or no?
That's harsh. That's harsh.
Yes.
No? So,
Yes.
so
Of course
before
he did.
Ronaldinho, Barcelona had 1 Champions League. Do you know that?
Yeah.
And do you know that before Messi, Barcelona, the number of leagues they won against Real Madrid was astronomically, probably half, if I'm not mistaken. You know that? Okay, so Messi is the one elevated that. If you're going to have this energy for Barcelona, you're going to have the same energy for Chelsea. But you banter Chelsea all the time because their history is only 20 years. The majority of Barcelona's history, by the way, the successful in Barcelona, is from Ronaldinho until this moment, 20 years, 2005 until this moment. The majority of their trophies they won.
They were struggling to get the Champions League.
Champions
so
League, Champions Leagues, league titles, Egal, Ballon d'Or number of winners, it's over 20 years. Are we gonna have the same for Chelsea?
Nobody sits here and says, what do you call it? Aston Villa is bigger than Chelsea. Nobody sits here and says Aston Villa is bigger than Tottenham, for example, even though they're more successful.
We got dragged into a sad conversation, but my point
Igal, I'll ask you one simple. Let me ask Igal.
he's gonna
one
take me
simple-
to Southampton. He's gonna
Let me 1 second. More.
But I love that. It's a good
Igal,
conversation.
would
I
you
enjoyed
trade?
that.
Would you trade 50 million Arsenal fans for a Champions League?
Yeah, fuck those guys.
Okay, then. Okay, then. That's exactly why success is the biggest measuring stick. For me, whoever has more trophies is the biggest. Liverpool 1, United 2, Arsenal 3. Done. Very
No,
specific.
but I have no attachment to those people that I don't know. So
No, you have so. Do you know you have attachment to them? Do you know how? You wouldn't be sitting here if they weren't for them.
he
Give
said
me 50 million
15,000.
right now.
I'm
Give me
gonna tell
50
you
million
how.
right now.
I'm gonna tell you how you wouldn't have been sitting with them. You didn't win a Champions League. The last time you won the league title is 20 years ago. Your club won only 13 league titles, never Champions League. You wouldn't have been sitting here if it wasn't for your fan base, Arsenal, because you're not a successful club.
1 second. He said 15,000. He didn't say Thanos.
He said
click
50
finger.
million. He
He
said
said
50
50 million.
Oh,
50
1
million.
second. Yeah, if you're saying Thanos, flick a finger and you
Yeah,
get
yeah.
half your fan base, but
Oh,
you
yeah.
still get double your success. I think
Yeah.
most people would do that.
Yep.
think
I
most
believe
people would do
Arsenal
that.
are considered a big club just because of the revenue and the commercial value. To be honest
Anyways,
with you.
wallahi, I took us on a different route. I didn't even do this. Who did this? Who
But it's
started
all
this?
right. It's all right. No, I asked a simple question. Do you think do you think Manchester United are bigger than Bayern Munich? And he said yes.
1 second. Just so you guys know, man
let's
said
go back to
I
the
thought he
first
said 15,000.
Oh, right. 50 million? No, you still said yes, though. You still said
15
50
million
million.
is
yeah.
crazy.
I'm little bro in
Yeah, but you said
Arsenal.
Thanos
Kevin,
split off, so it's like, go. So
That's
you
crazy.
take it, all right?
do you know
Mo
Kevin?
always Lil Bro's Arsenal, and then he acts like he's saying he loves them. It's just typical Mo.
I never said I
He's
love
never
Arsenal.
gonna say.
I never said. Do you know the reason why I wanted Arsenal to win the double this season?
Because he wanted
Because
to
he
see
wanted to
the
see the
internet
world.
burn down.
That's it. Why? Why would the internet burn down if Arsenal win the double?
Because everyone's
Because of
chatted a
their
load of
global
crap to
fan?
Arsenal.
Why? Why do people chat rubbish about Arsenal?
Because we don't win major honors.
That's it. So you got held the hint nil. That's
But
it.
you want to know something? Until we earn it, everyone can banter us.
At least you're honest about it, Igal. At least you're honest about it.
Yeah.
Some fans are not honest about it.
Until we
At least
earn
he's
it,
honest about it. Igal told you need to earn it. It's not an acquired thing. You're not born with it.
yeah. Listen, Man City needs to be studied, learned from, and no disrespect, you need to emulate what they're doing. If you can't do that, and you can't look at yourself and you're saying you want to strive for that, then you're striving to be a loser.
But go back to the Olise thing, guys. Over 600 of you here. Listen, 13 minutes just passed like this, just gone by like this.
Can we crash Dembele in the
Wallahi.
past?
We are about 650 people here, and we aren't even 150 likes, guys. And we're that close to 6K. And I'm sure there is like 500 of you that haven't liked the video.
This is
500
more
of you.
entertaining than that France-Netherlands
Yeah.
game. More entertaining, so you should be hitting that button.
No, don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that. The top tourists would be ashamed by you right now.
Guys, hit that. Guys, we're not walking away from the like button. You got like button is underneath the live chat. 300 likes is the minimum. We cannot be 650 people here, and we aren't even on 150 likes.
Great.
It's crazy. And also, how far are we? We're less than like 25 to 35 subscribers away from 6K. We can
Not
reach. I'm
entertaining.
sure there's 150 people that haven't subscribed to the channel. Here we go. 150.
Easy. I was gonna say the Olise situation is not that embarrassing for Chelsea because they've at this moment in time, Chelsea are losing out to a more prestigious club. So in that sense, it's not a big massive.
It'd be more embarrassing if he stayed at Palace. It would be more embarrassing if he stayed at Palace.
I don't think
or if he went to Man United.
Right.
I don't think it's embarrassing for Chelsea Football Club. I think it's just embarrassing for the fans because the way they were twerking for Olise.
This is the whole point. This is the whole point.
The fans, Giuseppe, were doing the negotiations. Yes.
Yes.
You're 100% right.
This is whole
What's
point.
actually more embarrassing is if they go and sign an unknown talent with their next.
Like Jimmy Somerville, whatever his name is.
Do you know, forget embarrassment or whatever embarrassment. I think the fans should be worried.
I agree.
Because what happens if every top target you negotiate with, somebody else come in and say, okay, I have Champions League football. They don't.
Good for them.
That's
Good
our
for them.
fault. That's our fault, though.
That's what they
the-
did for 20 years. Good for them.
Right. That's our fault.
Imagine that. Imagine if every single target they go to,
Right.
Arsenal swoop in, Bayern, whoever has Champions League, and come in and say, I'm going to offer you. Because just to be honest, guys, what Chelsea had last summer is a couple of things. Unknown in terms of Pochettino, which is an attractive coach, and the money. Now, you can't offer an 8-year contract. You can't. You're done here, right? Right?
the
You
thing.
can only offer contract length like all the other normal clubs,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
And you don't even have the financial power to offer them astronomical wages. So what do Chelsea have to offer?
Well,
They
it's the
can
point
still
that
offer that 8-year
choosing.
deals.
They're
can
choosing.
No,
still
Chelsea
offer
have 2 Champions Leagues to offer.
They're choosing. Yeah. We've got we're commercially. We're commercially bigger than Southampton. That's what we've got to offer them right
No,
now.
I'm being sick because I actually thought that Olise would go to Chelsea on the promise, and I said that on many of the shows on MHF on my channel and on This Is Football as well on Al Ahwa. I said Chelsea, if they go to Olise and tell him, listen, next season we're going with Cole Palmer, we're signing a forward, and Nkunku, Enzo, Caicedo, we're building a team, we got experience. I think that is something that you can build on. But apparently, some of the guys are going to say, no, screw that. We're going to the Champions League ready-made teams.
And
Can Chelsea compete with Arsenal? Can Chelsea compete with Liverpool? Can Chelsea compete with Man City? And I'm going to ask another, can Chelsea compete? Like, can you compete with them?
You know what, Mo? Last summer, I would have said no, but last summer I was proven wrong. This is one thing that you said that is true, Mo. This is the first time that someone outright just rejects them. This is true.
Thank you so much. This is what I never
We have
imagined
to
that would happen.
accept this. That
Yeah.
Andrew, listen, regardless what you think, this is literally the first time ever that you've been rejected like this in
Right.
the Bowley era, basically.
I understand.
This is the only thing where I would push back and go like, you know what? The fact that they were rejected this way shows me that, maybe it could be something. Maybe
I know, and that's why I said to you on the terrace that Ches wouldn't answer, and I answered Debbie's question was that if it becomes a trend, like I'm not even going, oh, if the next deal happens again of a player that we all rate and it happens again, we seem to be the only front runners, and it happens again, then I will be worried. That's why we're worried. Today, I'm a little bit worried, but I'm not, because Bayern Munich came in and it's coming out tonight. It didn't even matter what we offered. It's Bayern Munich. He wanted to choose Bayern Munich. No problem whatsoever. But if it comes in that, say it comes in like a player we all rate and we don't, and we haven't, and we're not, no other club even comes in, and it happens like that, then I am worried, big time.
I think there's a case that this could be a blessing in disguise, and I'm not even trying to throw just to be devil's advocate. Honest truth, maybe because these guys are constantly making so many signings, it's causing disruption, constantly bringing in new people. It doesn't allow them time to gel. If they actually let this team gel and have another season where you don't make too many changes, you keep Conor Gallagher, you don't bring in too many fresh faces.
Yeah, but they already ruined that by sacking the manager.
No,
Yeah.
but forget about the manager. The team itself, if you try to keep the core of the team together and you don't make too many changes.
You support Arsenal. You know for a fact your stability would have been out the window if Arteta was sacked. Stability, I'm
100%.
saying.
100%.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. that element is out the window as soon as they got rid of Poch, whether you like him or not. Fellas, the guy got sixth, whatever. He's okay, innit?
But I don't think Chelsea actually got to evaluate their team properly last year because of all the constant injuries, chop and change. Every 2 weeks, you got another player going out. So they don't actually know what they have at the club at this moment in time, fully.
Yeah, I don't
That's
think
what
it's
I'm
a blessing out. I don't think them not getting Olise is a blessing at all.
Yeah.
No, it's
becomes
not. Giuseppe, you're 100% right. It's not a blessing. I think actually Olise was the cherry on the top for that attack. The
No, but
effective
guys,
guy.
That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is the blessing is to actually evaluate the team that you currently have and not bring in too many new players to change it all. Because
I
But
don't
they
know
were
what
evaluating
you're
it.
gonna
They
I
have
think-
Madueke, Egal.
Yeah,
No,
I-
that's what I'm
evaluate it and
saying.
see
You
players
have
that ain't as good as
Madueke,
him.
you have Cole Palmer, you have all these players. Now you're going to sign another player to be guaranteed starter into this team, changing your whole dynamic of your team. I'm
It's
just
the
giving you a
thing,
difference of
A
opinion.
gal, can I tell
It's
you
going
what
to
it's
change
like?
anyway with the
Can I
manager.
tell you?
So.
It's like you saying that Arsenal 2 seasons ago get rejected, for example, from Haaland, yeah, and then we're like, oh, but maybe it's a blessing because maybe Nketiah can stay in the squad and we could just use Nketiah more. Bro, he's just much better than anyone they have on the wing, bro. He's better. I think he becomes their best winger, and I involve Cole Palmer in that argument. I think he is their best winger if they sign him.
I agree, and I also don't think we are going to bring in a lot this summer. I just don't think we are. But that's what Mo said. Like he was going to be like the cherry on top of the cake. Essentially, I don't think we were going to bring a lot whatsoever. He was the main. That's why someone asked me who we're going for next. I have no idea. He was the number one target. There was no list. He is the number one target for us.
I think I wouldn't be surprised either if that's the reason they've said about the wages and that, and they've come out and said about the money. So Chelsea fans don't get more disappointed about them not signing the big name now.
So we're all flat out, Giuseppe. You're saying they're lying. You have zero belief that these guys are saying.
Yeah, I think they're lying. I completely think they're lying. Like Sam said, you don't go into a 5-star restaurant and look for McDonald's prices, bro. When you're going for him, you know what he's gonna cost. You know he's gonna cost around that. How can you think it would be any less than he's on 100K a week at Crystal Palace?
So maybe they offered him 150, 180, and he wanted the 220.
I think they're doing that. When you see what Sterling's on and they want to sell Sterling, they get that money back straight away.
They got rejected and they tried to hide it as trying to say we left. That's the real truth.
I think that's it as well.
Listen. Obviously, his wages are going to be different from last year than they are this year. No problem. Like I keep saying, I just don't think it's all down to wages. I'll keep saying that. I just don't. And also, Bayern came in, Bayern trumped us. We got our own medicine. Do you know what I mean? We done it.
Is it the end of the world?
No, I don't listen. It's not the end of the world, but I'm very disappointed. I'm very disappointed.
100%.
I think.
By the way, Oscar, you can go and get Oscar Bob then.
Mo, we don't know how good this Chelsea team is because they could say Pochettino was holding it back. We don't know how their injuries. We honestly have no idea what this Chelsea team fully fit looks like. We've never seen it.
It has nothing to do with the team. It has nothing to do with the team. The most unknown factor in this team is freaking Enzo Maresca, Egal.
Yes.
This guy can turn into a bomb by October, Egal. Literally, by October can turn into Egal.
I would love that.
If this team is 10th by October, there is gonna be talk about sacking the guy.
Of course there is.
We're gonna be there on Mondays.
Mo, can I ask you, do you think that if Pochettino was still in charge, he would have rejected them?
Yes.
You think he still would have rejected them?
Broski, Bayern, I think when they actually agreed with him personally, I actually believe that the media is right. Ornstein, Fabrizio, everyone said they agreed personal terms and Chelsea are leading the race, right? I actually think just Bayern Munich said, well, how about we enter this race and test the waters? And when they went to him, he said, all right. He said, all right. He said, I will join you.
Yeah.
I actually think that it was only, by the way, there was only 3 clubs in for him. United, Chelsea, and Newcastle. And Chelsea were leading the race and they were comfortable, 180K, 150K, they can offer him. And then Bayern Munich comes in and says, we're not happy with our wingers. How about we get this guy? And we play Champions League. And he said, all right. I believe that is the situation. And then Chelsea looked around and said, we cannot compete with these guys. We're going to have to tell the media that we rejected him. Maybe that's the truth. Because
this is a very actual scenario that could have happened, by the way.
Because in the beginning, when I went on the terrace in the beginning and I said that I think it's good for Chelsea that they actually said no to him. Maybe I never thought about it from Dio's perspective. I changed my mind. They convinced me that this can be the scenario. Just Bayern Munich went in and Olise said to Chelsea, fuck off, bye-bye. I'll see you later. Fuck off. Bye-bye. I'm out of here.
Chelsea can go get Sancho now from Man United.
Sancho.
They could get Reece Nelson from Arsenal.
No, they're not going to go for Reece Nelson.
No, I'm joking.
I know.
I'd rather get Somerville.
Wait. Do they sign over the age of 25?
I'm going to tell you who Chelsea going to go. No, Chelsea cannot go for that guy because of his wages as well.
And his age.
Don't say Nico Williams.
By the way, I believe this wages thing. Okay, if the rumors about Jack Grealish in the beginning of the summer is true, that means Chelsea are completely lying. If Chelsea inquired about Jack Grealish is not going to go to Chelsea and make less than what he make at Manchester City, right? if that rumor was true that Chelsea asked Manchester City about the possibility of signing Jack Grealish, that means all this wage crap that they briefed the media about is complete garbage.
Or Julian Alvarez, by the way. Let's get that in.
Oh,
Yeah,
Julian
yeah.
Alvarez was not gonna go to Chelsea and
How
earn
much is he making?
150k.
Yeah, no.
He was
No, I
definitely
don't
gonna
listen.
go. They're gonna go and.
I don't
earn
believe the
about-
Grealish thing. I don't believe the Grealish thing was ever true. I just think we just linked to him every summer anyway. So it just works out. It's one of those things. But if it is the way thing is true, they're gonna have to. They're gonna find out the.
How about
tough way.
Kudos though? How about Kudos?
Well, he's got a buyout. His buyout clause is it 80? I believe his buyout clause is 80.
I don't know.
His buyout clause doesn't get triggered till next year, I heard.
No, but I think the Saudis are in for him.
Yeah, I heard.
Lewis, you were crying.
Leave him
Lewis,
alone. He's
you were-
coping. He's
Lewis,
coping.
you were
He's
crying.
Lewis, you wanted to come on the stream? We'll send you the link. Stop waffling from the chat. Respectfully.
Lewis
He's
is
coping.
hoping.
He's coping. He's coping.
Lewis
He's
is coping because he.
Lewis
He's
was doing the most Olise prop in the whole world, by the way. And now look,
Yeah.
you're the
Olise
biggest
better
fraud in
than
the
everybody.
universe. I hope you know.
By
this.
the way, wage rise. I just checked. Adebayo that they've just signed on a freeze on 160k a week.
Yeah, but remember,
Guys, they're gonna go
sign
sign Duran from Aston Villa and put him on 120. Like,
That's actually quite realistic, to be fair.
yeah.
No, they'll put him on 160 just to show.
At this
people.
moment in time, can we finally admit that Todd Bowley's running Chelsea Football Club to the ground? It's hilarious.
Oh, Barley's not running.
Yeah.
Chelsea Football Club, it's Ed Barley that's
Whoever's running your club at this moment in time, you've lost your aura, you've lost your quality players. You can't attract players.
I'll be honest with you.
Him.
Johnny Minerals was right.
Did you just? Johnny Minerals is an idiot. Don't quote that man. Again.
I'm not gonna lie.
Johnny
I
Minerals
said
was right.
I said when
you guys
Johnny Minerals was
wanna
not
land
right.
it.
Johnny Minerals chose a player over his club. I will never respect a fan that chooses a player over their club. And by the way,
Landed,
he also did a stream that said Potter could be our Sir Alex Ferguson when we signed him. So he's happy with Clear Lake then. It's only when we sold his Golden Goose mount that he turned on the club. So don't listen to that idiot fraud again.
By the way, I did say when Abramovich left, I said goodbye to Chelsea when Abramovich left. Well,
He's not a Chelsea
he got
fan.
forced out.
I did say that too. I said that on numerous occasions. This is Chelsea 2.0, guys. They don't have
Yes.
when they signed Enzo and when they signed Caicedo, when they signed Mudryk, I kind of sat back and I said, "Whoa, they mean business." But now it sounds like they're going down the route of Kroenke Usmanov route, where they're kind of haggling on certain situations. John Henry at Liverpool route, where they're kind of have their levels where they don't want to go over, and it's like Chelsea don't usually have these kind of stipulations. Either they're being run better as a football club, or they're going to be a little bit more cheaper in the transfer market, and it could mean less quality comes into the club.
Yeah,
I think they're going to be a club that ends up buying youngsters, and then they're going to end
or
up
maybe they
losing the
can't
youngsters.
shift Lukaku.
They could literally be the next Everton in like 5 years' time if they keep this.
Everton.
That's a claim.
No, like,
That's a claim.
What the fuck?
that is the worst case scenario. Let me make it clear. But if they continue to fail in the transfer market, it gets to a point where your quality level is no longer where it used to be, and you won't be able to attract the players that you want to, and you could literally go down that route where you.
I love Igal because me and him called this bullshit out from the start when everyone's like, "Oh, Todd Bowley, you Todd Bowley era. Oh my God, he's a psychopath. He keeps signing players." I'm so glad people are finally waking up. You will still find, occasionally
all of this shit that you say.
Don't forget, Everton have more league titles
Olise
than you.
rejected
Stop
them.
listening.
Would Olise have rejected you for Bayern Munich, Husam?
Yes.
What?
You know what's funny? Igal just said something. Everton have more trophy titles than Chelsea. That's actually so true as well. Everton do have more titles than Chelsea.
Yeah,
to be fair.
because people said to me, "How dare you compare us to Everton?" I'm like, Everton have more league titles than you. Shut up. What are you talking about?
Are we like actually overcomplicating things? It's just the fact that he chose a bigger club. Is that?
That's
No,
what
I
it
think
is
it's
down
the
to.
I think
It's
it's
what
the
it's
few
down to.
things. I think it's where they've been, is how they've been over the past few years, and then this is a little funny enough. It's the cherry on top to say all this stuff now. I think it's because they've been getting run into the ground. They
Would
got
Olise
lucky last
reject
season.
Arsenal for Bayern Munich?
Yes.
The only reason he'd reject us for Bayern Munich is if we couldn't guarantee him.
Why every time
game
I ask
time.
this question, someone is frozen, bro? Like what? Every time
Bro,
I ask,
simply
I'm
put,
frozen when I ask this question.
let me tell you
by the
something.
way.
Let me tell you something.
What question?
Right now,
Would Olise reject Liverpool for Bayern Munich?
the only club Olise doesn't reject is Man City.
Probably
And-
yes, because of slot. If it was Klopp, he would have said yes to us.
I don't think he rejects Arsenal.
Jurgen Klopp by himself is 50% of the deal. I genuinely believe that. Like Jurgen
No,
Klopp-
I listen. I don't even
Same as-
deny that.
Same as Mourinho. You know, when Mourinho raised the phone and I call you and like, yo, come play for me. That's 50% of the deal done. You know what I mean?
That is true.
Bro, players literally said that in interviews. They accepted offers because he called them.
Yeah.
Come play for me, bro. I believe that.
Mo, by the way, I don't think he rejects Arsenal for Bayern Munich if we can guarantee him the game time. And like I don't.
I don't think we can.
No. But what? No, but once again, that's a different.
I just
The
asked a
reason wouldn't
question
be
for you,
him
bro.
rejecting Arsenal for it'd be him rejecting being on the bench.
No.
It would be
He
him
rejected
rejecting the
Arsenal
role
because he
that
can't
he was
guarantee him
signing
playing
up for.
Giuseppe.
Let's not
Can I throw
define-
something out there in the air? Let me.
Before
No,
you
no,
go,
This is
Can I talk
important.
to Giuseppe about
Here's-
this?
Here's the thing. Arsenal have Arsenal have Bukayo Saka. We have Mo Salah. The question that I ask myself is, and there's another club who has no representative on this panel. Why the fuck they didn't go in for him in Man City when they wanted them
They can't. They got
last summer?
Savio and Bernardo.
If Chelsea couldn't afford his wages, why didn't they? Am I lagging out, by the way, or am I good now?
Yeah,
you are
you are.
100%
Lagging
lagging
out.
because you're speaking
Fuck's
waffle
sake.
as well.
Husam, the
You're
answer is
speaking
simple.
waffle, but
They were in for him, but the price got. to
Now
a point
I'm back,
where
or I'm still lagging.
you're lagging.
You're back.
Yeah, tell him you're lagging.
I'm not lagging. Here,
You
huh?
don't know the game, Miguel. No, the
No,
game.
he's all right now.
Learn the game,
I think.
No, he asked the question. Then
I'm
he
not
paused.
lagging. Hold back.
Learn the game.
No,
Miguel.
with Man
Lagged
City,
once,
bro, they don't have a starting
and
level.
he says
They
I'm
don't have a
lagging
starting
again.
level
Tell
right
Tell him you're
winger.
lagging again.
Listen, they don't have a starting level right winger, and last summer they wanted the guy. I was so shocked. Why didn't they just go for him and khalas?
Because they signed Savio and the Bernardo didn't leave. That's what they said.
They signed Doku, and after they signed Doku, they didn't value him as a 65 million
Savio
pound
hype.
player. They valued him because he was such a good deal last
No.
summer.
Savio hype.
I did not read something.
But I
Savio
wanna
hype,
go
he's
back
just
to-
some kid
I
from
want to go
Girona.
back
No
to
one knows him.
Giuseppe's point before
Apparently, Savio's good.
before we get away from the point. Giuseppe, they have Coman, Serge
And apparently
Gnabry,
Lewis doesn't waffle.
they have Serge Gnabry, Sane, Musiala, they have Coman, so they have wingers as well. So he's definitely going. No one at Bayern told him you're gonna come in to start for us. I promise you, Bayern Munich don't work like that. So
I still don't know if he rejects us.
Coleman
To
and
be
Gnabry, they're
honest.
trying to get rid of. They're trying to get rid of Coleman and Gnabry. They're trying to get rid of-
Coman is on 300k a week as well.
That's what I mean. The
Yeah,
reason they
yeah.
can't is because of the wages. They're literally going to have to run their contracts down to leave because they pay them a very large amount of money. But I think
Oscar Bob
Coleman,
to Chelsea. I said it in the beginning of the season. Oscar Bob to Chelsea. Here we go. Another Cole Palmer. Oscar Bob.
Oh my god, man said Oscar Bob to Chelsea.
Oscar Bob,
Someone
You're
else said it in the
still-
beginning before, and Jack in the chat said it as well.
You're
Oscar
such
Bob.
a fraud.
I'm
Mo.
still a believer in Cole Palmer actually not
Oscar Bob, you know.
performing as good next season as Chelsea fans think he's gonna as well.
Imagine if it was Pochettino that made Cole Palmer that good.
Hey.
Boy.
I think it's
Oh,
I think there's
Igal is
even-
absolutely
Igal is
ruining
dropping
Chelsea fan
bombs,
life.
bro.
Igal is destroying Chelsea tonight. I love
No,
it.
I think he could even be the
think about it.
unknown.
He
of Cole
strived under Pochettino. If he doesn't
He
do
did.
well under Maresca, people are going to be like, "What happened?"
Andrew,
to him?"
even you will have to get cooked.
And
for that,
also,
you know.
Chelsea fans put him on a level after
love you,
one
Andrew.
season where he's going to get scrutinized on that level now.
no, I'm
raised
just waiting
his
for
level.
I'm just waiting for the things
Why
where
is Lewis
you know-
waffling in the chat? But can you send him the freaking
he's
link?
coping. You just leave him. He's coping.
Lewis,
Just
why
leave him.
don't you just message me? I'll send you the fucking link, bro.
Fucking Why is he waffling in the chat?
Who said?
Man's talking about sleeping with
Don't
celebrities.
have it, Lewis.
What's going on?
He just called you a waffler. Come here.
Listen,
Come defend your honor.
I'm just gonna ask Chelsea fans right now: are you expecting the same level of performances from last season from Cole Palmer, bare minimum, or any drop off is going to be criticized? Because
Then expect him better.
I don't know how he's
I
going to do
expect
better
him
than
the
last
same.
season.
Igal, have you been under the rock? Have you watched Chelsea streams?
The way
It's
they
going to be
play.
difficult.
They're
I was
saying
thinking
they're
Did
gonna
you hear
be
what Don said? Don said he wanted
Why are they
title
gonna
race.
expect better? They're
Title
expecting
race.
better this
Bro,
season.
Title
1 to
race,
2
you know.
1
Who
second.
said Tyrese?
22 goals and 11 assists in his first debut season
They
in the
signed
Premier
two
League.
more
No,
players.
no, they're
title race.
expecting the hold
I
on,
was
hold on.
there.
The majority of the Chelsea fans are expecting better overall season than last season.
Yes, because it was all Poch's fault. Remember?
Okay, let me
Wallahi
ask you
al-Azim,
this,
that's
Husam.
true, Igal. That's actually true.
Husam,
That's
let me
what I
ask you
mean.
this.
Get my Poch
As a
violin for you
Liverpool
guys.
fan, Husam, as a Liverpool
What
fan,
violin? No, is
Husam,
it sinking in yet?
Husam,
Andrew, is it sinking in yet? Is it sinking in?
no, 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 no,
Is
no.
it sinking in, Andrew?
No, no,
Do you
no.
realize
It's
Chelsea
sinking
are
in for-
fucked now? Have you realized it yet or no?
You realise
Oh.
Liverpool are fucked. Slot out. Slot out
Yes,
next
I
season.
have.
Yeah.
Thank you very
Yeah,
much.
That's what I'm waiting for you.
I
Slot
do
out.
know we're fucked.
Yeah.
Husam,
Tell me something I don't know.
You said you're
Husam.
not going to be slot out until December.
Husam,
No, I
Rubbish.
won't be slot out.
Rubbish,
Hello.
rubbish. If they lose the first 5 games out of 10, he'll turn by September, the first international break. That's when he'll
That's
turn.
Liverpool
Trust
aren't
me.
losing the first 5
Trust
games. Who
me.
are you playing the first 5 games?
Ipswich, Man United away, and Brentford at home.
No, let me scrap that. If they get embarrassed by Ipswich, they won't. If they get embarrassed by Ipswich, the first
If
game,
you lose
he's
to Man
slot out.
United away, Osam is going to say slot out.
He's going to say slot out.
No.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm not carefree, Lewis. Don't say this. I
You're
don't
gonna
say
say
it.
slot out.
Everyone says that until they get. Everyone says that. Oh, I'm not going to react this way. Rubbish.
Go ahead,
Rubbish.
No,
Igal.
I
Igal,
believe
Igal, go ahead.
Husam will be
Go ahead.
thinking
Igal
it.
wants us
He
to
won't
say-
simple
say it.
question, Husam. When Roberto Firmino hit 25 plus goals, all competitions, from that season onwards, his expectations were raised. Am I wrong?
Yes, of course.
Did he ever hit those heights ever again?
Nope.
And how did Liverpool fans' expectations of him go?
Less than the usual, basically.
So I'm just simply saying it's not out of the realm of possibility that Cole Palmer had a really
Bro,
good
even
first
Sadio
season.
Mane fell off. Players fall off.
Mo Salah
Igal,
himself.
what do you mean by that? But
Mo Salah himself.
not expecting 30
No. Leave Salah
Yeah,
out.
no,
of it. He
because-
knows.
Not Salah,
He
not
hit
Salah.
30. He hit a Premier League record his first season.
No. Salah's hit 7 consecutive seasons
Again,
of high GA.
I'm just
now. We're not
simply
doing
saying
this.
Igal, it's not
Cole
by
Palmer-
numbers. Igal, it's not by
Cole
numbers.
Palmer had a really good first season. There's no evidence to say he's going to do.
No,
the same
by the way, he's
better.
right. It could be actually Poch who got the best out of Palmer. Why is this so like impossible to understand? I don't get it.
Okay, let me flip it then. And why not? Let me flip it because you're all doom and gloom. What if he just does better?
That is
22
true.
goals
There's a
and
possibility.
I-
But we
I-
acknowledge that.
Actually.
No, but Andrew, you need to understand the difference. We acknowledge that possibility, my brother. Who is not
No,
acknowledging?
I acknowledge this. I acknowledge he might not hit the GNA. He might. but he might-
Logically
Thank you.
speaking-
Thank you.
logically
He might
speaking,
play better,
Andrew's
though.
right.
He might
I
play
don't
better.
think
That's why I love
more
Andrew.
more likely than not, he's not going to hit
You're
the
not
same
your
GA.
WhatsApp messages. By
Not
the
the
way,
same
you
GA,
don't-
but
don't
more
try.
like-
Yeah, my WhatsApp
He
messages
can
are
have
true.
the
Me and
same-
Igal are cooking you right now. You can hold
He can
that.
have
He
the
can
same
improve.
He can
He
have
can
the
improve.
same performances, guys. He doesn't have to hit,
I hear you.
freaking 33 GA, but he can have a good performances next season. as well.
110%.
Next season, they will be doubling up on him. I want to see
Yeah.
all that better than Bukayo Saka crap come to
Thi-
fruition. That's all
And
I
this
want to
is
see.
what I was
I
saying.
want all
This
his goals
season,
next season to be penalties, just to rub it in people's faces. All his
Honestly,
goals.
By the way, me, I don't care.
This is not even an agenda.
Putting in
Genuine
fucking
question.
penalties or not.
Genuine question. If Chelsea fans think Cole Palmer scored 22 goals, got 11 assists in the Premier League last season, next season he has to now get 25 and 15 assists. It just doesn't work that way. It's not guaranteed. That
You know
he's
what's
gonna-
funny about the stream? Poor Andrew, he came here, he thought he's going to talk about the fucking Netherlands game. He's just been getting
I
roasted.
I've done 2 hours, 2.5 hours now of this.
We fully fucking rushed him at this point.
I'm
Fuck
gonna rip apart them
the
millions.
Netherlands
Let
game.
me do some
Fuck
Yeah.
the Netherlands.
Bro, 1 second. Somebody said no one said that. Have you guys not seen Chelsea fans say Cole Palmer is going to do better next season?
Yes, yes.
Yes, we have,
Yeah.
brother.
Lots of them. Lots.
By the way, guys, before more read the super chat, we're only 20 subs away from 6K. I really want us to hit 6K on the stream live as we're rushing Andrew. I know there's 20 of you who haven't liked, 20 of you who haven't subscribed. Hit the like button now and subscribe,
20?
please. Let's get to
Please.
6K.
There's 800 people here and we are 230 likes.
Yeah, we're literally 20 away. I know there's 20 frauds who haven't liked or subscribed yet. Hit the like
Sam.
button, subscribe now.
Sam,
Yalla.
you're not rushing me. I'm Captain America in Endgame, okay? That's what
No,
I'm
you're
right
not.
now. Okay? Don't even try it. You're not rushing me.
You're not. You're Hulk without the anger.
On your left. On your left. On your left. Right? You're not rushing me.
No, listen, I'm Iron Man and Igal is Spider-Man and we're destroying Chelsea right now.
Get
What's
stuffed.
going on here? What happened? What is this?
Most of what.
Sam, you're Romanian again tomorrow. Who Romania play? Belgium? Oh yeah, I am.
Oh,
You
yeah.
fucking
yeah.
damn right, I'm
Oh
Romanian.
my
Yeah.
god! I'm
Don't ever
definitely-
disrespect me
I
like
am
that. Thinking-
definitely in for a Belgium exit.
What
from the
time
first
is that
round
game?
again. I'm done. It's at
Have
8,
you booked
8 p.m.
Hamza for tomorrow's show? Have you got him on tomorrow's show? Hamza
Nope.
for tomorrow's show.
We might do. We actually might do ahwa yet.
We might do
tomorrow.
ahwa later.
Oh,
Ooh, the game is at 8 o'clock.
my favorite show.
The late game.
Absolute favorite show. I mean,
Sir.
Zertalk is saying Olise to Bayern, didn't expect it, but I'm taking it. Yes, Zertalk.
yeah.
100%. Bayern winning the Champions League next
Ooh,
season.
Turkey,
man.
Portugal.
There you are.
Bashar is saying, thank you, Bashar, Habibi. Please get Dumfries out of my club. Oh my God, Dumfries is one of the worst players. Mo,
How do you
please-
survive him every week? Can I
Allah
understand this?
Azim, if you don't understand, I had fights with people.
Is he worse than Hector Bellerin?
Egal. All I'm
Yes.
gonna tell you is that,
To be honest,
All I'm
yes.
Wallah Al-Azim, all I'm gonna tell you is that Wan-Bissaka has better football IQ than Dumfries. That's how bad
Oh
it is.
my god.
We agree with you, brother. That ain't the crazy
Well, how
thing.
does
That's
he
how
always
bad
get
it
in
is.
goal scoring
That's how bad it
opportunities?
is. Huh?
How is he so good at goal scoring opportunities? Like as
He's
a-
not,
as a
bro.
left
He's
back?
dumb. He's an absolute idiot. His football IQ is way below anyone that you have seen in your life. The
Is
one
he
who
worse than Victor
signed
Moses?
him, the one who made him this guy was the captain of PSV Eindhoven, guys.
By the way,
Is
you know
Victor Moses
who
better
wanted
than-
him? Mo knows this. You know who wanted him 6 months ago?
Man
The
United.
two dumbest clubs in England. United pre-Ineos and Chelsea.
He
That's
wanted
what-
Denzel Dumfries.
Am I
Man
not lying,
United-
Mo?
yeah,
Am
no,
I
no.
lying, Mo?
Man
Remember?
United, guys, Man United, Inter are so stupid. United already offered 30 million pounds. We held to 40, and we didn't sell the guy.
No, I remember those stories. I do remember those.
30 million pounds, bro. We didn't
Remember
sell-
Darmian, the United like right back? He's better than him
Yeah.
now, even when he's 40. he's better.
Darmian is like 40 years old. He's better than him now, like today.
Fact.
Hey,
This is a fact.
was Victor Moses better than him as a right back?
Oh,
As
yeah.
a right back?
Victor Moses is levels. You know, Messi versus, for example, Boyan Kirkic. This is the difference. between-
Okay. How about this? Ainsley Maitland-Niles. Nah,
Huh?
Ainsley Maitland-Niles was decent.
He's so bad, Igal. You don't
I
understand.
swear to God, Andrew, if you sign Denzel Dumfries, we listen.
We
Oh,
don't understand.
no,
Like, I don't
fine.
think
You
we
have to become Boli out that day.
I only
Like,
watch him on
Bali out that
international
day.
tournaments, and I'm not
Igal,
gonna
because
lie.
I watch him every week, Igal. This
He
guy
cooks on
is so
international.
dumb. He's so dumb. And I believe he's so dumb probably as a person as well. He's bro, Marcus Thuram, like Marcus Thuram doesn't have hair, right? Every time Marcus Thuram, like Denzel Dumfries goes forward, Marcus Thuram is begging him to go forward, bro. He has all the spaces. Marcus Thuram and Lautaro Martinez arguably hate the guy. Like they hate the guy. He's so stupid, bro. Like it's unbelievable. I'm sorry
Wow.
if you're hearing this, Denzel Dumfries. I'm very sorry. You shouldn't be playing professional football. There is about
Wow.
50,000 more athletic people that should be playing for. The only thing he's good at is probably arguably running. And now he's
I'd be
turning-
owners out if we were linked to him.
You,
again.
you hear
Not
that,
even
then?
buying him.
Dumfries,
If we're linked
start
to him, I'd be
investing.
owners.
I
Start
love
investing.
Bro, they're trying to sell him. Nobody wants him anymore. People, Olise made the right choice. No dig at Chelsea. It's just Bayern is a huge club in Europe, so you just can't say no. I believe so. You just can't say no.
No,
Absolutely.
I respect that Bayern are a massive club in Europe, and you're correct. My only point is, and even Andrew pointed this out when he first spoke. Yeah, the problem is you wanted him last summer too. So like
Yeah.
this has been a target you've been chasing for a while now. This is the issue.
This is like when Man United went after Sancho, but got him after 2 years. Do you know what I mean? This is what this is like. It's our own fault. We effed it up last year. It was £35 million last year. £35 million.
I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I just look at that Chelsea team and I say to myself, who do I want to play with? Musiala or Cole Palmer? It's that simple.
Oh, he went for Palmer. Don't have it, Andrew.
Well, it's that
What?
simple.
Who did you go to Arsenal? Play with Martinelli? I mean, what are we talking about here? Do you know what I mean?
Oh,
We're not in the mix for him.
1-1.
No.
Why are you drawing out Martinelli out of everyone? Like, come on, talk about Ozil.
Martinelli. He left Odegaard, Rice, Saka, Saliba, and he's chosen freaking Martinelli. So this is it.
No, because I'm not.
Yeah,
ashamed of
I
Chelsea
can
fans. I'll go
say,
to Saka,
would you wanna go play with Caicedo or Lima?
Yeah, that is true. That's actually a fair way to say it as well. If you want to play that game,
Okay, do you
You
want
wanna
to play
get- or
with,
a
do you wanna
Choupo
play with
Moting?
Jackson or
Would
Harry
you want to
Kane?
play a Choupo-Moting or Nkunku?
The way Harry
actually,
Kane's
I want to
playing
play
now-
with Jackson, not Harry Kane, because Harry Kane is a loser.
Yeah, he's a loser.
Oh, really?
He is a what?
I
Yeah,
swear
not
to
even
God, let me explain something to you.
Bayern Munich.
Okay?
If Bayern
If
Munich
Olise go to Bayern Munich and they don't win Bundesliga, I am gonna
I
go
think
mad.
Harry Kane should retire from football.
Harry Kane should retire that year. 100% Harry Kane should retire.
He should. By the way, he shouldn't even become.
Mo
a coach.
is not even being harsh, by the way. He's right. Harry Kane
He shouldn't-
plan retirement حبيبي. Done.
Right. And do you know what? He
Harry
shouldn't
Kane's
even
not
become a
retiring.
coach.
He's gonna come
He
back
shouldn't
to
even become a
Tottenham.
coach. Not
Harry
a coach.
Kane's gonna come back to Tottenham to try to win the Premier League goal record.
Oh my god.
No,
You're
don't
probably
go to
right,
Tottenham,
actually.
mate.
No, you're probably
Yeah, but I
right.
thought he was supposed to go to Bayern Munich to win
He'll
the
come back
league
to
before he
Tottenham
comes back.
or something.
Do you know they
Where's the
finished
win the
third? They're
league
not
part?
they're not even in the opening cup game. That's how bad they were. They finished third.
Harry Kane is 100% coming back for that goal record.
yeah,
There's
he is.
no way
He is.
he's finishing his career without that goal record.
Yeah, he is. He's coming back.
He won't get that goal record.
He's not coming back.
The only way
Who's
he's going to
gonna
get
break
it
it?
is
Bukayo Saka,
if
yani?
he comes back and he goes to some
No,
club.
but he
that
don't
can
have
score
the
goals.
goal record
Why is
now.
this the problem? He needs 40 goals, right? I
2
think that-
seasons.
Yeah, but
No, he needs
you're
more.
Three
assuming that
seasons
he's gonna-
max.
Egal, you're assuming that he's gonna come back and play for a top club.
He doesn't
Doesn't
need
need
to.
He's 34, yeah, Egan.
He could play for Newcastle and still bang in like 18 goals. All the
Well,
penalties.
Why your little bro Newcastle? In 3 years, Newcastle will be up there.
Yeah.
Why would he
Who
sign at
knows?
34 years old?
Maybe he can go many places, guys. Let's be honest. We've seen players play at lesser clubs score at least 16, 17 goals. 3 seasons in the Premier League at any club
Have you watched
that is
Harry Kane
of
with
decent
England?
level. Yeah,
Have
I've
you
seen him. He looks quite slow. Physically, he's not there as he used
Yeah.
to be.
He
He
needs
doesn't
to
want to
get.
play as number 9 anymore.
But
He needs to
he
get
still has
48.
that.
Let me finish the super chats before we go on. I feel company gonna cook. I feel company is gonna get sacked.
I think he's gonna get cooked.
I think
Yeah, he's gonna get cooked. Not he's gonna
he's
cook.
gonna get-
I think Bayern are going to do good.
We'll see. We'll see.
They
So,
should.
Egal, you will give us Arsenal fans up for the Champions League trophy. Smash the likes button. Do it quickly. Olise to Bayern. Egal, you're gonna give up Dayo.
Nah, Dio's my guy. I can't give up Dio.
Dick.
He's gonna give up the Ateta-Attas.
Yes.
He
I'll be
lit-
honest with you. You give me one Premier League title, I'm selling Tom Little to Everton tomorrow. No problem.
See the difference? He's like, who gives a shit about that?
Listen, I want the trophy. Success is what makes you the bigger club. Simple as that. You know.
I'm sorry,
It's
if
just-
you give me another Champions League title, I don't care. See you carefully, Lewis. I don't care, man. You're gone. You know what I mean?
Oh, he would trade Lewis for the Champions League.
I really thought he was gonna say, "Give me a
I
Carabao
think
Cup,
Andrew
and
would
I'll
trade
get rid of."
FA Cup next season.
My man.
FA Cup
Would you trade
What's his
Lewis
name?
for a Carabao Cup, Andrew?
next season.
Yeah, I like trophies, so yeah, that's fun. I'll trade trophies.
Would you trade?
You know, I was getting ready. I thought he would say no. I was about to
Let me
ask FA
finish.
Cup next.
Would
You
you
want-
trade Johnny Minerals for Champions League football?
Come on, can we?
I'd trade Johnny Minerals for a spoon. That's what I'd trade him for. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know, or dirt.
I big up
One or the
Johnny
other.
Minerals. man.
Big up, Johnny. I love you, bro.
Yeah, big
Of
up.
course you do.
Someone's gonna clip this. MHF. He wanted Champions League ball. Bayern offered that. Yeah.
Yep.
That's true. He didn't want Champions League ball before when only Newcastle, Man United, and Chelsea were in for him.
Yeah.
That's bullshit. That's a bullshit super chat, my friend.
He wanted Champions League football in the end when the Champions League club came in.
When the Champions League club came, he wanted Champions League football. He didn't want that in the beginning. Yes.
It's true.
Yes, you know, you're going to an Indian restaurant. You're like, until the Italian restaurant next to it, I want pasta now. Like, you went to the Indian restaurant in the beginning. Why do you want pasta now? You know, this ain't Chelsea. This is London Cowboys. Yeah, 100%.
No, they're still ambitious. They spend money.
I think they spend money to make money, to be honest. Drake is saying Dragutin shows the Spurs over Bayern.
No, that was
Because
big.
Biggest
we
mistake of
believe
his
in-
life.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Whatever makes you sleep well at night. Drake,
He's on the
you think
Spurs
Spurs
bench.
is- you think Spurs project is more impressive than Bayern Munich?
And the worst thing is they sold Dyer, and Dyer played like all the games that
Chelsea
season.
project is
Dyer got man of the
nothing
match
but
against us.
best. Yes, in the Champions League.
Fucking hell. It was embarrassing.
Former Gunner is saying quick football quiz, clockwise from Husam. 5 seconds to answer. Name a club in France. Name clubs in France.
Name clubs in France: PSG, Olympique Marseille, Strasbourg, Reims, Rennes, Lens, Montpellier. Shout out Moussa Tamari, Lyon,
Okay, Former Gunner,
Dijon.
he just lost. He named like all the clubs in France.
Nice.
Yeah, oh my god. People should remember second season syndrome. Yeah, that's the talk. That's what Igal is saying. Second season syndrome. That Cole Palmer second season.
Igal's performance today is
Top,
even
top.
better than Saka at the Euros. Top level, like is just
No, I
man of
meant
the match.
Cresco, the left back.
Listen,
who
it's
made
easy when we're
R9
talking about
cry.
Chelsea. It's easy.
Let me just.
Next time, anytime there's Chelsea topic, Igal, I'm doing a Chelsea show tomorrow. I think I might invite you on now as well.
Listen,
Me, Igal, and 4 fucking Chelsea fans just losing their minds. That would actually be an electric stream, to be fair.
Yeah, because you didn't manage to work with the one you got here, but try another for us. All good. It's all...
That's such
No,
a
but you know what, Andrew? You understand where your club's at, and you understand where you guys are at currently with your situation. A lot of your fans believe that this team should have got top 4 and believe that next season they might be close to challenging. That's where I get confused by your fan base and
Yeah,
and Andrew, you know there's people who are saying that as well.
Oh no, and I know there's people who I stream with think that, and I just go, don't like because they'll try and go, Maresca can do this and do that. I don't care what he did at Leicester. It means nothing to me what he did at Leicester. I want to know what he's going to do here.
And he didn't do anything impressive. Winning the championship, guys, is not impressive. By the way, someone went through the managers that won the FARC. Okay, again, someone went through the managers. All of them are average managers now, from Nuno Espirito Santo to Daniel Farke to, you know what I mean? They're all average managers. None of them have made it to be the best manager or to manage a top club. None of them.
Mo, could I say something about that? Yeah, first of all,
Vincent Company got relegated last season. The fact that he got Bayern Munich job is turning heads around.
Mo, by the
I'm
way,
gonna
about
say
the
is
championship thing,
Vincent Company has the bedrocks to be a really good manager
because he plays attractive football,
and he
Potter plays a very attractive brand,
and he has one of the greatest ever managers who he worked under previously, who he can always go to and get tidbits from.
Gary Neville played under
one of the best senseis to have.
Ever. Gary Neville played under arguably the best manager.
Bro, Pep Guardiola
played under the best manager ever.
Bro, who? Gary Neville. We know Alex Ferguson's disciples are all terrible at managers. That we know that.
So why are we saying that all Pep Guardiola?
It's different for Pep. Pep is on the Mount Rushmore of greatest managers of all time.
But Alex Ferguson aren't.
Alex Ferguson, his people don't learn from him.
Okay,
Pep Guardiola's people. Why
are Pep people different than Alex Ferguson people? Is Pep Guardiola a better manager than Alex Ferguson?
Because Pep Guardiola actually deals with the tactical side of the game, where Sir Alex Ferguson, in his time, I'm not exactly sure everything what happened there, but a lot of the people who've left Sir Alex Ferguson to go on, they struggled with the tactical side of the game. You look at the managers that have the only one that's done well is Michael Carrick. As for Pep, you have Maresca, you have Arteta, you have Xavi, you have even Ten Hag, who's worked previously under him. If I'm not mistaken, there's way more that I'm not even mentioning right now. Then you also have I'm telling you guys right now, I think he will work simply because he has the former Bayern Munich manager who won numerous league titles, who he worked under, who he can call at any moment in time as a reference point. He played in a Man City team who he's seen a great manager continuously teach him. I think he's going to be a good manager based on his experience as a player and working under a great manager in Pep Guardiola.
By the way, just to say something about this manager, by the way, first of all, he won the championship with a Premier League team. He had Ndidi in the midfield. He had all these Premier League players in a championship that they should have easily won. First thing. Second thing is, what I think Chelsea have done is they've just looked at Arsenal, seen that Arteta come from under Pep Guardiola, and he's now doing so well, and they're like, we're going to try and do that as well. Hence why even in that contract thing that I see on Sky Sports, it was like compete with Pep and Arteta. I think personally that they're just going, Coach Todd Bowley don't really know what he's doing. He's just gone, look at that approach they done. It seems to be working. I'm going to try and copy them. And I generally believe
it's even better. They said they're copying Real Madrid by signing 2 Brazilian wingers. That's literally what they said. I'm dead, bro.
How the mighty have fallen.
Bashar said, Mo, I meant Gresco, the left back who made R9 cry. I remember that guy. He played some years at Inter. I remember the name.
Back in my day, there was a left back named Gresco. Yeah, go ahead, Mo.
How do you cook the league playing for Bayern?
The way you cook the league is you get the league back and you dominate for the next 4 years.
Yeah,
and you start lifting trophies that you haven't lifted before as a manager.
They
The
could
guy
also
didn't
win
even win a
Champions League.
fucking Super Cup,
Jay,
bro.
if he is so bad, why he still plays for Inter? Because we're broke and we signed a contract for him with him.
Hey, somehow you guys win league titles.
Because I have a
I love
great
the fact
coach
he
and
said
the rest
because
of the
we're
players.
broke. Just pure honesty from Mo. Never lie, never gaslight. Just fucking real.
Fucking broke as fuck. We got sold to the debt company, bro. Just give me a break. Company for us can go either way, to be fair. Paulinho is the next one, by the way, for them. Paulinho is the next.
Paulinho is going to be good.
And Dio, invite me for the Chelsea show too. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Habibi.
you don't need
This is
me.
not,
Get Dayo. Dayo
Sabbath
can handle
Matisse, this is not London Club's Carnage. He's messaging me right now. Yeah, this is Chelsea. Let's just stick it to Chelsea.
it. Are we going
Anyway.
to talk about Netherlands, France, or we basically
What
forget
do
about
we?
that?
What do you want to talk about?
Wallahi, guys, this France team, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it without Mbappe ever.
خش وعش
It's-
والله.
They're literally useless without Mbappe. Their attack today was horrendous. Griezmann, what happened to him? What happened to Griezmann? The
He's
guy.
not a top player. Egal, he's never a top player, bro.
No, but today's performance was Barcelona Griezmann. Like that's how he was. And Rabiot, he can't shoot. Like every time he's in a good opportunity, he just doesn't shoot. Like why is he on the pitch if he's not going to take opportunities as a midfielder in good positions? Did you guys see where he was? And he passed it to Griezmann, literally in front of the goalkeeper. It's an embarrassment. As
By
for
the way, I think the
Netherlands,
manager's overrated.
as for Netherlands, you want to know something? Austria's going to make it into the group stage, out of the group stages. If they're third or second, they're coming out of it. There's either going to be 3 people that could make it out of this group, or one of Netherlands or France are going to be out, because Austria is going to make it, in my opinion.
Why does Cody Gakpo always cook the first 20 minutes and then they just disappear?
Cody Gakpo, actually, to be fair to him, and you know I'm not his biggest fan, Mo, bro. I actually feel bad because this guy went from playing next to Nunes and Diaz to now fucking Depay. And he's just getting PTSD on the pitch every time. He's like, oh, I've seen this movie every fucking week.
No,
Bro,
but it's a
Memphis
good
Depay
It's like, this is what I do every week
is
anyway.
so bad, it's unbelievable. Like
Is
It's
he
Memphis
not
Depay,
unbelievable. It's not unbelievable.
bro, the amount of hype this guy got in
That's what I'm
2014 and
saying.
2015, it
There
is
are three-
crazy, bro.
There are the 3 greatest comps players to ever exist. 2 of them are on today. Depay and Dembele. The other one is
Who are
João
the third?
Felix. João
Who-
Felix is the other one. Is the greatest comp player. Okay.
In the modern era.
Yeah,
In the
João
modern era.
I know the
He's-
one. I know the one back in the days. All of us, like a little bit older
No,
people. Quaresma. Inter
Correct.
signed
Oh,
the
yeah.
Quaresma is
Yeah.
the best comp player
He's
ever.
better than Ronaldo.
Oh, the outside of the foot shot.
Yeah.
I'm like,
But
bro.
this
By the way, back in the day, Quaresma, like in Euro 2004, Quaresma was looked at as the next big thing. Not even
Yes, he's
Ronaldo.
better than Ronaldo.
Inter
Ronaldo.
signed
Better
the
than
guy,
Ronaldo.
bro. Oh my
Here's the-
god.
Here's the thing. What we are seeing in this, what we saw today between France and Netherlands is the future of football, by the way, with no proper striker or forward up front. This is the future.
With not proper football.
Not proper footballers.
Not
And can I
proper
say Netherlands again? Like I said to you the first on Netherlands game. No one watches Holland until they get to a tournament, but they have been stinky since after that first game against Spain in 14 when they beat them 5-1. They have been rubbish. This is them, like you said, Mo. What has happened to football when we're saying the best players from the Netherlands are defenders? Defenders. We're saying that, not midfielders,
No, but that's
not strikers. The Memphis Depay
Gal.
looks like a B-Tech Isaiah Thomas, not the famous Isaiah Thomas, the rubbish one for Boston.
Gal?
I'm pretty
Gal?
sure
You know,
we've seen teams win tournaments with their best players being defenders.
Italy.
No, what
Yeah,
I'm
but at
saying
the same
is-
time, respectfully, Italy had
Egal,
Del
but,
Piero and
but that's
Totti.
his
That's not
point.
waffle.
Egal, that's his point. That's Andrew's point. Is that Netherlands went from having the Van Basten,
Bingo.
Ruud Gullit,
Happy.
Van
Photo
Persie,
football, yeah.
Bergkamp, you know what I mean? The Overmarses, you know, the Kluivert, to having
It's-
Memphis
it's a
Depay,
shame.
and the only ones that are good on the team are the defenders.
So you're telling me, right? You're telling me for the last 10 years, Holland haven't only been able to choose Weghorst as a striker for the last 10 years. Weghorst. Weghorst as a
No,
striker.
you have to blame the academies in
You have to
Right.
the
play
Netherlands.
Pep.
What's
You have to
happened?
play Pep.
You have to look at Ajax.
You know what's funny? If I go to the World Cup 10 years ago and I take all the Netherlands forwards and put them with this Netherlands defense, they would go like
they win the
15 and 0 in
100%.
this Euro.
They
Robin,
win the
Van
tournament.
Persie.
Bring their midfielders.
Because
up.
back
Bring them-
then, their problem was they had Ron Vlaar at the back,
Yeah.
Martins Indy, Stecklenburg, You know, now they actually have a fucking solid back
No, but
five.
that's how football works.
Other than
sometimes.
Dumfries. To be fair, they would be like 3-0 up against France in the final, and then
Bro,
Dumfries would
Denzel
score 3
Dumfries
on goal.
starts for them, guys.
Can we talk
Someone
about
called-
Coleman's
someone
subs
called
as well?
Shooting.
Yeah, Coleman's the worst man.
Why does
might be
he
the
even
worst manager
start
in the
when you
competition.
have
They
when you
have no
have the
talent.
guy from Leipzig on the bench?
Who's the guy?
Here's the
from Leipzig?
thing. Coleman's
The
After-
right winger from Leipzig. What's his name?
This
Right
is
winger.
Coleman's
Denzel
reaction.
Dumfries is a right back. They have no right back.
No, they have
You know
the
who
right
should be-
back. What's the
Hmm?
right back from Leverkusen?
Oh, Frimpong. He started
Frimpong
today.
Someone
today.
should start over him.
No, Frimpong
He
is
did,
not
he
a right back.
started. He started today.
Frimpong is not a right back.
He's not-
Yeah,
he's
but
not playing.
Netherlands play with right wing back, so your point
No,
is
no,
mute.
they
anyway.
play with right back. Aki plays left back.
Nope.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
Did you see Coleman's reaction after that goal after that goal wasn't given? Was to take one of his most creative players off in Xavi Simons.
That
Right
made
away
no
after
sense
I
because
think the guy has no idea about football. I genuinely
No.
believe it, by the way. But I genuinely believe Coleman doesn't know anything about football tactics or coaching or anything.
He
By the way.
doesn't.
He just doesn't.
him
He
and
genuinely
Southgate
has
are
no
the
idea.
two worst managers in the competition. And the fact of the matter is, not only did he take off one of his most creative players, he had a player there that had just scored a goal. Who in his own heart probably thought was wrongly disallowed. He's probably now going to have a chip on his shoulder to go and get a goal now, and you've taken him off. It makes no sense to take him off
You
at
want
that
to know
point.
something,
in the term.
Giuseppe? It's not only him. I think the dinosaur managers all gotta go. Didier Deschamps. It's been too long.
I don't rate him either. I don't
Didier
rate him
Deschamps
either.
gotta go. Coleman's gotta go. If you're over the age of 55 and you're a manager, goodbye. You're done. Like at this moment in time, the young generation of managers need to come through. And when you look at the Germany team, you can see that Nagelsmann and how he's gotten these guys playing. They're not only playing football, they're enjoying themselves, they're having a good time, and that can lead to more success on the pitch. And some of these guys, they're just drilling old school, old-fashioned ways, and you can see that their team is not being successful because of that.
But you can
Didier
also
Deschamps
see that.
consistently causing these. He's not playing his best players sometimes. He's constantly making silly mistakes. I thought Didier Deschamps was done way before, but somehow he's still keeping the job.
It
It's
is.
my-
Well,
it's my
listen,
problem.
I think that's France team, but there's no outstanding team. I think it's gonna be Germany. To be honest, I think it's
Yeah.
gonna be Germany.
I
Let's
call
do this.
Germany from the
Foreman's
start.
gonna rank Senna,
Senna.
Senna, the
Yeah.
Villarreal guy, Carrick, and De Rossi.
Ancelotti's done in a year's time, anyways, guys. Don't bring me up Ancelotti.
Rossi number one.
I would say Carrick, De Rossi, Senna. To be honest, that's my opinion. I like.
I'll be biased and say De Rossi.
I think De Rossi is all right. To be honest, it's just.
Do you guys
Yeah.
think Ancelotti can still manage at the top level if he left Real
He's
Madrid?
gonna,
he can
he's gonna
manage?
leave. Igal, he is gonna. He said, "This is my last job." Modern football will be controlled football. Blame
Yeah,
one
Pep
guy
Guardiola
only.
ruined football. Pep Guardiola.
No,
we
Pep
go.
Guardiola
Now
didn't ruin
everyone now is seeing exactly what Mo has been saying over the last year or two. I have been saying this for 2 years now that Pep ruined football for the entertainment level of it, and the talent is gonna dry out.
Yeah.
Right? And people just don't believe me. It's all
And
now about can you do what the manager say?
And
He
I don't
didn't
think
ruin
it's
football.
ever gonna. I don't think it can ever go back either.
Pep
I
did
don't
not
think it
ruin
can ever go
football.
back.
What he did was he changed the expectations from certain players.
No, he's ruined the
Igal,
fact of having a player that can
he ruined
express
the
themselves.
entertainment. Igal. He ruined the entertainment. Igal.
How? He had one of the most entertaining Barcelona teams.
Oh,
He
okay.
has-
I think
he
he's
has-
making
I'm
it
not
now.
going there. I am not
He's
going
making it
there.
now.
This is for another stream, Igal. But I'm not gonna go there because if I start doing this, we're not gonna end the stream. We're
World
never
War
gonna
III.
finish. It's wallahi, Igal, we're never gonna finish. If I go
Fair
there, we're never gonna go. We're
You
never
love
gonna-
Barcelona, right?
Do you think good managers are former midfielders?
Yeah,
Um,
majority of them, and majority of the best managers are not necessarily always the best players too.
We'll see how it is. Listen, people, I want to appreciate Igal. Did you add the channels of these guys?
You didn't even tag the channels, you fucking.
You
bozo.
didn't even tag the channels. I'm hosting the
You know
I'm
my
the head
laptop
of-
lags. You know my laptop lags. I'm buying new
I
laptop.
am literally
Not out.
hosting the stream. There you go. I tagged Igal's channel, Giuseppe's channel. I'm trying now.
By the way, well, guys, as he's tagging the channels, we're literally 10 subs away from 6K. Let's get to 6K.
Come on.
Yalla.
Come on.
Subscribe.
Do it now.
I'm trying to find Sicilian Gunner, but
Brother, you'll be on 10K before the end of the summer. Easy, don't worry.
Inshallah.
Found
There's no other Sicilian Gunner. No one else in Italy support Arsenal. So
yes,
it's easy to find.
I found it. Anyway, it's tagged, guys, but my channel and Husam's channel are not tagged. So big up everybody that joined us. Appreciate you guys. Thank you everybody that joined us. We'll see you guys soon. And Andrew, Giuseppe Igal, fantastic stream, guys.
Incredible.